Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video for you. We are going to go over the basics of doing a one-color t-shirt design in the Brother Scan and Cut. Now, what you're going to need for today's tutorial are your shirt, which this is a J America brand Ladies Cut glitter tee, your vinyl, which I am using the Glitter Flex Ultra in Rainbow White, your t-shirt guide, your heat press, which I'm using my Hotronix Air Fusion preheated to 330 degrees for 15 seconds, Teflon sheet, and your Easy Weedin wooden pick. Now, right now through February the 14th, we do have a sale going on our website for 14% off if you use the code BEMINE, all caps. So if you're interested, you don't have to purchase from us, but you can purchase all the supplies that you're gonna need for this on there if you're interested. Now, if you'll give me a moment to get the camera angle changed, I will show you everything that we are going to do. Okay, so we are starting our Brother Scan and Cut basic text tutorial in the Brother Canvas workspace. This is a program that you can download through Brother so you can design on your computer and send it to your Brother Scan and Cut. Now, we are going to be doing a text-only design, which the file is going to be My Y'all is Authentic. So we need to go ahead and get our text typed out. So I'm just going to separately type out all the words that I need, and then I'm going to change the fonts and the sizing and the layout of it. This is just the easiest way I have found to do the text-only designs in Brother Scan and Cut, but I am still learning. So, A-U-T-H-E-N-I-T-I-C. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we're going to go up here to edit our text, and we're going to change that word to the font Picture Honey. We're going to go ahead and change to Picture Honey. And we're going to change to Pitch Our Honey. Now, for the word authentic, I'm going to go over here to edit, and I'm going to make that 10.5 inches tall. Okie dokie. Now, we're going to change the fill color to black, make it a little bit easier to see. And we're going to change that to make it just a tad bit bolder, because I want the word authentic to be bolder, and that adds an outline to it. So as you can see, that is Picture Honey with a 5-point outline. I think that might be a little too thick. Let's do 3. There we go. Now for the word is, we're going to go ahead and change our fill to black so it's a little bit easier. And we're going to change that to a 2-point outline. And we're going to play with sizing and all that. Same thing with the word my, change the fill to black and add a 2-point outline. And y'all, we're leaving that as the font is Mademoiselle. We're going to go ahead and add the fill to it. And let's give that a 2-point outline. So the word authentic, as you can see, is 10.5 inches wide. The word y'all, I want to go ahead and make 8 inches wide. We want that nice and big. There we go. Now, I like to line those up with the grid marks so that way I can kind of see what I'm working with. Now, I think that the y'all at 8 inches is a tad bit big. Let's make that 7.5. There we go. Now, I want to select the word y'all and authentic, and we want to go ahead and align center, which you can do from down here as well. Okay, now we're going to make the word is 1.5 inches tall. There we go. and I'm going to go ahead and select the word is and authentic, and we're going to align that to the right. Now I'm going to choose the word my, if it will let me. Now let's move y'all back, select authentic, align to the center. Now I'm going to make the word my 1.5 inches tall. Okay, now I'm going to select that and the word authentic, and we're going to align that to the left. Now the word y'all, I want to move up just a hair. I don't want it running into the word authentic. Okay, now I'm going to move the word my down so it's a little bit closer to the word y'all, and I'm going to move it over just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and move the word is as well. Okay, so you can see how that looks there. So now what I want to go ahead and do is select the entire thing, and I want to go ahead and group everything together and go back to the edit, and I want to select weld, because if I have the word y'all, and I can show you without the fill in it, how it has the letters that overlap. So each of those places where that cut line is, it will make a cut mark. So if I take and go to edit and select the weld icon, now as you can see, there's no cut line in there. So that looks pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and select everything again. Group everything. There we go. Now we want to go ahead and move that to the top of the red line where the blue box is lined up with the red box, so that way everything will get cut when we send it to the machine. Let's move it over just a hair. I always like to have a little bit of extra space just in case my vinyl, I don't lay it out correctly. Now we're going to go ahead and select File, and we're going to transfer the file, as you can see, and we sent it to the Brother Scan and Cut, because if you do it this way, with the Brother Scan and Cut machine that I'm using, I can't transfer it via USB. I have to transfer it via the internet. So now it is at our machine, and I will go ahead, let me redo this. Let's mirror before I forget. There we go. Since we are cutting this in HTV, and let's go ahead and transfer the file. Okay, so now it is sent to our machine. Now, if you'll give me a moment, I will show you how to send it to cut. So the first thing we want to go ahead and do is lay our vinyl out on our mat, just like we would for Cricut or Silhouette, and smooth it down. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take and load it into the machine. And we're going to go ahead and press the grid button up at the top. That's how you know if it's loaded. Now we want to adjust our pressure, the cut depth. As you can see, the closer it is to that 12, the more the blade hangs out. So we're going to cut that on about a 4 for the glitter vinyl. Load that back in and lock it in. It will only go in there one way. And then up on the home screen, we're going to go ahead and click Scan. Click Transfer this data image from Scan and Cut, and press Start and Stop. Okay. Now it's transferring the data. which takes a minute. Click OK. Now we're going to click from Scan and Cut Canvas. Press Start Stop. Transferring again. Sometimes it takes a minute. Now it's going to now let me resend this. So we're going to go File, Transfer FCM via the internet. Now it should be here. Now we're going to click on the Cloud to Machine button. So as you can see, now that's on screen. We're going to click OK. We're going to click Cut, and we're going to press the Start Stop button. Now, if you thought the silhouette was loud, the Brother Scan and Cut is louder. But it does a good job cutting. This is just not my favorite machine to use because it is a little bit more on the complex side to send a file to cut. If you've seen any of my videos on Silhouette or on Cricut, you will know what I mean, because you just send it and press Start is pretty much for the others. There's a few more steps for this. There we go. We have still says 3 minutes remaining, but we have one word completely cut. I do always like to watch the machines cut. I think it's so fascinating on how the data is actually transferred over and how accurate for the most part it is whenever it sends things to cut. So 2 words are down. Three words are down. Now we just have all the letters in authentic. One minute remaining. Now you can speed up the cut. There are advanced settings, but to me, whenever you don't have, when you have your cut too fast, sometimes you lose the accuracy of the cut. So it, especially on littler projects, things with a lot of detail, it's important not to cut too fast so it doesn't lose the detail of your project. There we go. I think we just have one more letter to cut. Woohoo! Okay. Now we can go ahead and unload our mat, place it back up to the top. Now we're going to go over to our table to get the design weeded. Now the first thing we're going to do is take and grab some scissors and trim around our design, because you can use all those pieces for other projects, and these will go in the scrap box. So in case you're interested, now we're going to go ahead and weed the design. There we go. So now we're ready to place it on the shirt. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is go over to our heat press. Move that out of the way so you can see. We're gonna load our shirt on, which this is a V-neck. So typically on a lady's V-neck, we're gonna go maybe a finger down from the top. So we're gonna take and use our t-shirt guide like we always do. Line it up where the corners meet the corners. So you buy your t-shirt guide for the size of your heat press. Now what we're doing is lining up the furthest away, and then we make a crease mark so we know where our center is. There we go. So as you can see, 1 to 2 fingers down. Remove our t-shirt guide. We're going to cover it with a Teflon sheet. For 15 seconds. Now mine is set to 35 seconds, but I know to stop it at 20. There we go. We're going to go ahead and remove the clear plastic. Recover. And press it again for another 15 seconds. Now, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down in the comments below. I'm still learning about the Brothers Scan and Cut, so I will make mistakes, but we're gonna get there together. And remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Now, when you see how the color of the shirt, if you look at it, how it looks a little bit darker, don't worry, as that cools down, that box goes away. I know some people get concerned with it. Reds and pinks are the worst about it. But isn't that absolutely adorable? Again, remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. That will in the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when we post new videos, which is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't forget to check me out on all my social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, as well as my second channel, which is just Betsy Gocher, which is where I do all things makeup and Disney, crafting, and all that fun kind of stuff. So I guess that's it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.